Hello and welcome back to my channel. Tonight we build a little simulation of a coffee bar, which has um, waiter and a customer interacting between them. Okay, I will want to use the coffee bar function like so. These will be the labels of my functions, a function called waiter and a function called customer. Here instead I'm just initializing the surround function in order to use a random number generator. So let's go. Always using this syntax now, okay? So, okay, auto waiter exploit auto customer. So, what is the coffee bar function declaration receiving here? The label here and the label here. In the previous video you should have seen how to go about pointer to functions, because now this is a pointer to function that it is receiving, that I will call again waiter, and this is returning void for now. The same goes for customer, pointer to function, returning void. It will be called customer again. Now what will they do here? Inside the coffee bar function, the waiter and the customer will interact. The waiter will receive something from the customer function. The customer function will send something in the domain of the waiter. The customer enters the domain of the waiter in this sense, okay? So the waiter will return a string telling what is the choice of the customer. So let's say customer, at the end of the day the customer has been served something, okay? Of course, if the waiter is returning a string, here it can't be void, it must be a const pointer. And if it is receiving something from the customer, I have to tell what it is receiving. Let it be an integer for simplicity, okay? And customer will return this integer, of course. And this is all for this function. So the waiter will return an integer. No, sorry, the waiter will return a const car pointer and will accept an integer which is the choice of the customer. The customer choice will be checked by a switch statement. So case 1 returns water, case 2 returns wine, case 3 returns beer, case 4 returns vodka, and default just returns a smile. And that's all for this function. Now let's go to customer. Customer will have a choice and will return this choice, the integer. The choice, you can initialize variables also like this. The choice will be 1. Will be 1 initially, okay? But then we want to change this choice, to re-elaborate this choice. Let's say that the customer enters the shop without knowing what to take, and he says, okay, if I don't know what to take, I will take water. But what does a customer do? A customer is able to read. So I want an inner function. And it can be done with a lambda. Okay, the customer has the function read. What will he read? He will read the menu, okay, and will return a choice, in this case the integer. Here is the body. This is a statement, this is a declaration. This is the anonymous function known as lambda, and this is the name that I'm giving it. Okay, so what will the lambda do? The lambda will I want the lambda to capture this variable here. What does that mean? And how do I capture it? I have to mention choice here. This is the capture group. So now choice is being copied inside this variable here. They are not the same variable. This one here is a copy, okay? And I want it to be modifiable inside the lambda. So I will tell the lambda whatever I'm passing to you by value, as in this case, okay? This is passage by value. Whatever I'm passing to you, let it be modifiable, let it be mutable. So choice will get 1 plus, choice will get 1 plus what is returned from the random function generator, random number generator in the range of between 0 and 5. So I will have numbers in this between 0 and 4 included, plus 1, 5. So I can have the default here, okay, the smile. So now I have to return from the lambda, I have to return the copy, the modified copy. But the lambda is not being executed. Okay, to execute the lambda, I have to call the call function operator on the name read. Okay, now I'm executing now I am using really the lambda, and the lambda is returning this, which is an integer. Okay, this one, an integer. So I'll return this thing here. And I think that's all. Customer will send an integer, waiter will receive the integer and send a const car pointer to here. Okay, so what have you just seen? You've seen a lambda and you've seen the use of callbacks. Okay, callbacks. These are callbacks. Functions passed as arguments of other functions. Let's go back and compile. Switch does not declare the scope. Was not declaring the scope of the switch? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Now it will compile. Okay. And here it goes. Water, vodka, wine, water, vodka, wine, smile. Wonderful. And that's all for tonight. Thank you and bye.